The All Progressives Congress yesterday said that the major opposition party has failed in its constitutional role to perform. I'm talking about PDP. This is Bystanders At Newsstands on Flip TV with Michael Adekunle. Let's check out what we have on today's edition of Bystanders. Here with me, the New Telegraph newspaper with vital stories on its front page. All right, let's quickly move to the issue of minimum wage here. Prepare for strike, NLC tells workers. Prepare for strike, NLC tells workers. All right, TUC, we are fully mobilized. TUC, we are fully mobilized. Federal government wants organized labor. Federal government wants organized labor. Okay, let's quickly move to another story here, which is the major headline here. APC PDP, opposition are irresponsible, rudderless. Opposition are irresponsible, rudderless. All right, we have other stories here. PDP, your plot for one-party state won't succeed. Your plot for one-party state won't succeed. Labour, APC home of charlatans. Labour, APC home of charlatans, nomadic politicians. APC home of charlatans, nomadic politicians. Presidency, opposition politics is collapsing in Nigeria. Opposition politics is collapsing in Nigeria. We have some pictures here, but we won't be able to mention all their names. What's the story saying here? Battle shifts to appeal court as 22 governors defeat opponents at tribunals. And who are the governors? We have Aminu Tambuwa, Dakpo Abiodun Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State, Nyesom Wike of Rivers State, Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State, Emeka Iyedia, Abubakar Sani Bello, Darius Ishaku, Aminu Masari, Bala Mohammed, Ben Ayade, Dave Umai, Amadu Umaru Fitri, Umar Ganduje, Simon Lalong, Ifeanyi Okowa, Seyi Makinde, Samuel Otom, Okeze Ipeazu, Abdurraham Abdulrazak, Udom Emmanuel, Abdullahi Sule. Okay, I said we won't be able to mention all of them, but I've been able to mention the names of the governors we have on the front page of the New Telegraph newspaper. We won't go without touching this story. And what's this story here? Tension in Edo State as thugs attack Oshiomhole'S house. Tension in Edo State as thugs attack Oshiomhole'S house. APC chair, they are beating drums of war. Obaseki, count me out. All right, let's join our reviewers for more talks. I'll be right back. Tension in Edo as thugs attack Oshiomhole'S house. APC chair, they are beating drums of war.
Well, I wish they are beating Oshiomhole up. That's the truth. They just attacked his house. But I wish they had beaten him up. So that some of them need to know that this country is going bad. This country, we are suffering. I tell the youth sometimes, they don't do right by just beat up this man. Just beat him very well. Let him understand what Nigeria stands for. You see, by attacking his house, this guy has money. So he can build another one. He can abandon that one to another one. So if you want to attack anybody, why don't you target the person himself? Deal with it. That's the problem I have with Nigerian youths. I'm a youth. That's the problem I have. When they want to attack, they don't attack you as a person. They attack your house. For Christ's sake, what is the house going to do? What is it going to do? But if I had read the headline this morning that Oshiomhole was attacked, I will be the happiest man. Yes, I would say yes. At least, thank God, Oshiomhole is beginning to know that Nigerians are suffering. To me, it's not a bad news as far as I'm concerned. It's a good news. In fact, I had wished if they had attacked him and beaten him up, I would have loved it. But since they only attacked the house can't solve a problem. But he said something. He said that they are beating drums of war. Right. He could say that. You understand? What do you expect him to say? This is a guy that they attacked his house. Do you expect him to clap? No. Do you expect him to say, well done? No. He's going to tell them, you are beating drums of war. Then he just said it verbally, just for the sake of statements.
Now, looking at this man, it seems the citizens of Edo don't really appreciate this man. Quite all right, he had issues with the governor. I'm talking about the present governor of Edo State, Obaseki. You could even see it here that Obaseki said, "Count me out." That he doesn't really know what transpired. He didn't send them such message. Now, Oshiomhole, over time with APC issues, Oshiomhole with opposition issues, Oshiomhole with the Edo people, another issue. Now, is Oshiomhole laying a good legacy?
To me, I'm not from Edo State,
Okay.
but I hate Oshiomhole more than anything. Even when he was the NSC president,
Okay.
I was saying it then. I was shouting it then. This guy is evil. But a lot of people thought I was saying something stupid. I said this guy is only doing business. This is a businessman. People said it's a lie. He's out for the masses. Now today, the same people that said it's a lie, when they look at me, they say, bros, you were right there. I knew this guy right from time. I know that this guy doesn't love Nigerian masses. See, if you love Nigerian masses, you feel what Nigerian masses are feeling. But if you don't love them, you don't want to care. So what I'm trying to say, Oshiomhole does not really love Nigerian masses. For the Edo people to be behaving the way they are behaving, I cannot really say Edo people that are wrong. No, they are 100% right. Because if I'm also a citizen, I will not even attack. I will beat him up.
Okay,
That's
let's
the
quickly
truth.
move to another one. Are you prepared for the strike that is about to take place?
Well, I heard it. But I want to ask even you a question. The strike, what is it centered on?
Minimum wage.
Minimum wage.
30,000.
You see, that's a problem with this stupid country. I call Nigeria a stupid country because they're stupid. I have never had one day that they fought in this country because of the careless manner or careless attitude that this company deal with Nigerians. I've never had it. That they fought because of the ill manner attitude, the way they treat
Nigerians.
I've never had that. Then why should I be bothered about minimum wage? So it's like they're only fighting for their pockets. So if it's not their pockets, it's nothing. For instance, okay, let me tell you the truth. I want to even ask you, what stops your president from paying the citizens in this country 30,000 every month? Do calculation of it. I swear, you cannot get nothing less than 100 billion a month. Does it mean that if Nigerian government spend 100 billion on us, it's going to be a problem? Anyway, that's the question for another day. Now, what I'm trying to say is that this 30,000 that we're talking about, that they're fighting for, I don't bloody care. As far as I'm concerned, it's just selfish interest. Do you understand? It's selfish interest. So I will not be a party to say yes, that I support what they are doing. No. All right, it's good somehow because of the fact that I also have people that are civil servants. So they are, at least they are paying them, some of them 22 before. So now 30 is something. Fine. I can only support them on the basis of that. But apart from that, I will never support them. That's the truth. But when you look at it, the question I ask, when is it? When in this country are the NLC going to fight for the right of its citizen? That's my worry. I don't bloody care about their 30,000. But when are they going to fight for the rights of the citizen?
I will not be fighting for the rights of the citizen.
No, I go to so many companies. You need to see how Nigerian citizens are being maltreated like slaves. Come on. Me and you were in this country. It's so bad. It's so sympathetic. I mean, you can't even stand it. Nigerians working in companies being ill-treated, maltreated anyhow, just because they are just serving you or working under you. I would have preferred a situation in this country that somebody rises up to say no to that, rather than this nonsense of maximum whatever they're calling it.
Thank you so much.
All right.
MC.
It's a pity that we Nigerians, we soon forget. We don't refer our memory back.
Okay.
Now, this APC was APC that beating war drum in 2015. Even the Buhari himself said, if he didn't win the election, monkey and bamboo will do what? We suck blood, we walk in blood. Is it not drum of war? Fine. Now, APC is trying to establish one-party system. If one-party system will be easy in Nigeria, PDP could establish it. If one-party system could be easy in Nigeria, Babangida administration could establish it. Because it wasn't easy to establish in Nigeria, then Babangida regime established two-party system, NRC and SDP, which could be more better for Nigeria. Now, APC, when you look at it, APC is a party that we are not prepared to govern Nigeria. They are not prepared, but it came by chance and the opportunity that the power fell into their hand, because the man in the ahem of that of the affair at that time, the ex-president Jonathan Ebele Goodluck, was a God-fearing man. When APC start making noise of war, they will do this, they will do that. Higher talks from outside. Now they turn to be friendly helpsmen in Nigeria. When it was the talks that APC hired to come and help them to fight, wrestle the power. When Jonathan saw it, he said no. Life of Nigerian, an average Nigerian man life is worth it than his own ambition. They have to submit the power. Now, I thank God the man submit the power. We are seeing what APC can do. APC is a failure to Nigeria. Not only Nigeria. APC is a failure to Black Africa. Not only Black Africa. APC is a failure to the entire Africa. APC is not a failure to entire Africa. APC is a failure to democracy all over the world. APC never want to work on constitution. They impose what they want into the people. APC have tried to rubbish judiciary. They have tried to rubbish National Assembly. All of them become a stamp in the hand of the executive that controlled by APC cabals. Now they are trying to introduce one-party system. We are not Kenya. Neither are we Uganda. This is Nigeria. Although Nigerians are very soft, when you push Nigerian man to the wall, instead of him to rest on the wall and push him back to fall more than as he push him, Nigerian man will take on his back, open the wall and pass through. Instead of him to rest on the wall and push him back. That's the problem we are having in Nigeria. If not so, I cannot see why a country will say we are up to 100 million. Why only, let's say, only 500 people will be ruling the country, pushing up wherever they like in the name of their leaders. APC is a failure. One-party system will never work. They can carry it on as they are using. They can impose operation Nama dance to every Nigerians, because Operation Patton dance and Crocodile dance smile is only for South, Southeast. Now they can operate Operation Cattle dance to every Nigerian.
Okay, let's quickly move down to another story here. Tension in Edo State at Tog attacked Oshiomhole'S house. Obaseki said, "Count me out. I'm not involved in this."
Yes, Obaseki may not be involved in it, but Obaseki have lovers. Obaseki has followers. His lovers, his followers may rise up and say, "We're going to defend our man." They will defend him. He may not send them, but they will defend him, because they know that it's good to them. How can you tell me you are against Godfatherism in your own tenure? The people that help you to vote you in, people that bring their own man down and put you there, you rubbish them. People like Obabini. People like this man, their former governor, Ibnadium. You rubbish them. You push them aside. Market women that to vote for you. You scatter their shops. So you don't want Godfatherism. People agree. So okay, if you don't want Godfatherism, we agree. Stop Godfatherism. People like Adile Tanini, you suppress them. People agree. We don't want Godfatherism in the Edo State. And when you rule finish, you impose yourself as a Godfatherism. What do you think will happen to you? He who live in a glass house should not throw stone. Or he who want to live in a glass house should not gather stones. He who want to live in a glass house should not gather stone. Because if you gather stone and live in a glass house, they use that stone against you. You want to be Godfather, then you destroy the Godfather ahead of you. Think you can boast yourself a Godfather. What a man sow, that's what he's reaping. He's reaping what he's sowing in Edo State. And meanwhile, Oshiomhole'S is very, Oshiomhole is very arrogant. Proud and pompous. How do you feel that the whole state you can pocket them in your own pocket? Don't you take a leave? What happened to Rogers in Imo State? That's how Oshiomhole'S is behaving. Instead of him to quit Edo State, as Rogers quit Imo State, he's still proposing in a. You can be APC chairman, but don't be in a state level, federal level. Want to control the state house, state assembly. It's impossible. There are people there that are learned like you. There are people that are wise like you. There are people that are arrogant like you. There are people that are thugs. Look, those people are not people you can pocket easily. They are wise people. Edo, Delta, Southeast, they are wise people. You cannot pocket them so easily. Southeast, South, you cannot pocket them. So let Osibanjo, I beg. Oshiomhole. Let Oshiomhole, I beg, respect himself.
Okay, thank you so much.
And quit
right.
Edo and leave Edo for the governor to handle, to rule. When the governor hand over, then let the governor give chance. As Jonathan hand over to APC, to Buhari peacefully, and leave them to rule. Let Oshiomhole leave Edo for governor to rule the Edo and put Edo right.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution. Beating drums of war. Obaseki, count me out. I'm not aware of this. I'm not involved in this mess. And what happened to Oshiomhole? Talks in Edo State attacked Oshiomhole's house.
Let me tell you something. Oshiomhole want to be control. Want to be in control. Oshiomhole want to be a godfatherism, which he say there's no godfatherism, he has cancelled it. He was shouting, telling the whole world during his tenure that he has no fatherism, he has cancelled it. But we want to continue to become fatherism to the governor on seat. It's not going to be possible. To Obaseki, it's not going to be possible. For God's sake, Oshiomhole should allow Obaseki to do his job. I don't understand me. After all, he's a governor. It doesn't mean that because you store the man, then you should over-dominate the man. Allow the man to work. I'm from Edo State. I will tell you, look, I was there. Nothing is going on because of this war. Oshiomhole should go back to his own party as a chairman of a whole big party. Instead of disturbing the Obaseki, nothing is going on there because of this distraction, because of war. I believe Oshiomhole should go to his own chairmanship in APC. As he destroyed APC, he want to use the same way and destroy Edo. We will not allow that. Please, if Oshiomhole is hearing me, I could remember when he was a governor, he destroyed the fatherism. He said no God fatherism, but now he's trying to claim fatherism against Obaseki. I believe, for my own advice, Oshiomhole should leave Edo, go to Abuja, where he's partly APC chairman. He's even having a problem there. It's God that is saving him. Please, he should go back. That's my own take.
Well, that's a sarcasm. That's spoken out of ignorance. If one man prepare food for a whole group of people, within a twinkle of an eye, they will just eat up the food. But if a group of people prepared meal for one single man, even it will take him more than 10 years to finish it up. I tell you, is a very wrong statement. Oshiomhole doesn't know how to manage his word. The words that come out from his mouth, this man doesn't know how to talk. He doesn't know how to manage it. He's not carrying his people along. Let me tell you, before the inception of Obaseki's regime, Oshiomhole won an election, we all know, quite outrightly with Osumbo, then which led to tribunal, that made him gave him his mandate. Let me tell you, everybody in Nigeria will supported this man because he was once a labor leader. I supported him, I agitated for him, I campaigned for him, very active labor leader then. And to me, I was thinking that Oshiomhole would deliver. Everybody supported him. We thought that this man would deliver, but all of a sudden, we found out that Oshiomhole was not only arrogant, but stubborn. Was not only a thief, but a chameleon. That man is a dangerous man. Let me tell you, in Edo State, it doesn't change anything that he came in and stopped or break the backbones of godfatherism in Edo State, which everything about his ideology stood against then. But now we can see him again. Imagine a new emanation of godfatherism in Edo State.
Which he condemned.
Which he condemned. It is unfair. It is an irony. It is an understatement. It is the highest fallacy. It is fallacy to the highest order. I'm telling you.
But do you think he's trying to dominate the political space in Edo State?
Domination, we call it. He's trying to tramp down on them. He's trying to dominate them. He's trying to lick the spits. His part. And he's now licking the spit, which is, yes, you are imposing godfatherism on them. You are trying to dominate them. You are trying to do something that late Anene did, and the so-called Igbinidium dynasty, political dynasty in Edo State. That's what the man is just doing now, which is unreasonable. I'm telling you, Oshiomhole, you are not doing the right thing. Oshiomhole is not doing the right thing. Oshiomhole is deviating from the truth.
All right.
I'm telling you.
All right, this is where we wrap it up on today's edition of Bystanders at Newsstands on Flip TV with who? I'm talking about Michael Adekunle, still me. Do you join me next time as I bring you another interesting topic from the newsstand? Bye.